Roman generals almost never charge with the cavalry. He loses his ability to command the battle. He's out there wrestling with a German, and it's his subordinate who's in the center with the infantry. My name is Michael Taylor.
Hey, Michael.
I'm an associate professor of history at the University at Albany. I am an expert in ancient military history, particularly focused on the military history of
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Those are Rudies. I have got a dedicated video.
the Roman Republic and the Roman army. Today we're going to look at ancient Rome battles in movies and TV shows and judge how real they are.
Yes, please. Let's go.
So we have here a time travel scenario where Indiana Jones has been transported back to the siege of Syracuse.
I like that he says Roman triremes. I think it's in English. In Latin would it be triremis?
In 212 BC, a plane flying over this siege where the Romans are trying to capture the Greek city of Syracuse during the Second Punic War.
Right.
One thing that Indy gets wrong is Harrison Ford calls these ships triremes.
Yeah.
At this point, the Romans are almost certainly deploying quinqueremes.
Quinqueremes. Yeah, but I think there would have been some triremes in the midst. But Professor, you're the expert.
Bigger ship has more rowers.
Yep.
More power, and as a result, more deck space, since you can actually put bigger catapults.
And 5 rows.
So if you're doing a naval siege, which is an aspect of the siege of Syracuse, you're going to want quinqueremes.
Wow.
The sort of giant bolts penetrating the plane, that's not necessarily unrealistic. I would be very surprised.
It's a Scorpio, isn't it?
Surprised if any Roman catapult or ballista could range as far as they're shown in that scene.
Yeah.
Trying to, shooting a plane out of the air.
I agree. When it comes to accuracy, though, oh, by the way, I love the battlements. Look at this. These are really cool. I love that they show these, because usually when we see catapults and engines, although then again, these kind of look like trebuchet from the medieval period. That's kind of weird, but I don't think that's what they are. It's picking up the ship, so I think that's correct. Well, we'll see what the expert says. It's a beautiful scene.
So famously, the Syracusan defense in the siege of Syracuse
did have the battlements,
was overseen by Archimedes, the scientist and engineer. He also has set rigged up a series of cranes, and some of these cranes have a chain and a
Okay, so those are supposed to be cranes. Great.
Hook. Archimedes' cranes are supposedly quite effective at swinging around, getting this grappling hook at the end of the chain onto a ship, and in some instances, capsizing the ship. That story, of course, also over time improved into the telling, including the fanciful notion that he rigged up a series of mirrors or reflective shields
for the
set
sun,
Roman ships on fire. That seems to be physically impossible. The whole scene is fanciful and doesn't strike me as terribly historical. So I give it a 3.
A 3? Wow. I mean, yeah, I probably would have ranted for what they were wearing. He didn't mention that, but it looked like leather jerkins nonsense. But I thought the scene was pretty cool. I wouldn't give it a high. Okay, I'm a little picky and pedantic myself. Okay, allow me to be pedantic. I'm going to put it on a shirt. Maybe I would have given it at least a 5. Man, 3 out of 10 is harsh.